Thank you, Chairwoman. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This morning, I received an email from a constituent. I'm going to quote from that. She stated, "My husband commutes to the city every day from Orange County, New York. He has been doing this commute for 38 years. He has never seen it this bad, even in the 1980s. This year, he has feared for his life for the first time. Sadly, I represent thousands of Hudson Valley residents who commute to New York City. Many have shared the same feelings to me. A City Journal article from just last month stated that New York City faces a threat to its economic revival. Violent crime, which rose sharply and significantly last year, it says. Murders increased, shootings doubled, more victims of shootings in the city any year since 2002. For my constituents who commute to your city, I want to know, why is this happening, and how do you plan to fix it?"
It's a very important question. I thank you. I don't take any of this lightly, but I am absolutely convinced we'll be able to turn this around. Why? Because I meet constantly with the leadership of the NYPD. And I also meet constantly with and talk constantly to elected officials and community leaders who all share the same goal: to turn this situation around. The NYPD has proven it can overcome even the toughest situations. Look back to the 1980s and 90s. Look at how ComStat and all the changes, the creation of precision policing, that's all still here. We have a strong police force, but the X factor now is continuing to deepen the working relationship between police and community. We know we can do that. We had a perfect storm last year. We're not going to have a perfect storm this year. We're going to have a very different situation as more and more people get vaccinated and our economy comes back.
Now, you mentioned the NYPD, and I know it's been reported, it's been on social media, and many NYPD officers live in my community. The morale is low. I know that's been mentioned many times. They, as you mentioned, that NYPD officers who are professionals, who are experts, the best in the world, they tell me, I refer to the experts, that they know how to keep the city safe, and they feel they are being restricted, through politics or by city leadership from being able to do their jobs. How can we kind of make sure that that morale is boosted and they can feel they are able to do their job and keep people safe?
I think the most important way to boost morale, I truly believe this because I've seen in neighborhood policing, this was an initiative started under Commissioner Bratton and deepened under Commissioner O'Neill, now Commissioner Shea. So many of the key leaders in the police department now were architects of neighborhood policing. The most gratifying thing, I think, for so many officers is the appreciation of the people they serve. By focusing officers more and more in specific neighborhoods, building relationships, I've heard it from, I can't tell you how many officers, it's been extraordinarily consistent, that when they feel connected to a community and they get the thanks and they get the human relationships, that is the most gratifying. They know their work is life-saving, they know their work is crucial. But when they know that the community feels and appreciates what they do, it's the most gratifying. And that's what we've built over these years, and we're going to build it deeply again. We had a huge dislocation because of a global pandemic, but I tell you something, the people in New York City want effective policing in their neighborhoods. They want a relationship with officers. They want mutual respect. And I am convinced we can deepen that again. The fact is, you see it, the numbers prove it, that gun arrests are going up. Our officers are out there doing their job effectively. We want to keep supporting that work.